I first found out about Bruno actually through my friend Jennifer, and she was already working there. It took me a while to get in there, but I finally did, and it certainly changed my life. AUBERGE wasn't a job. AUBERGE was a lifestyle.
Well, I hustled from school right to his kitchen 5 days a week, and it wasn't like there was any get out of jail free for being young or stupid or any of that kind of stuff. It was keep up, and that was it.
My apprentice had to learn more than just cooking. He also had to learn how to do other things related to the restaurant.
It was days working on the farm, picking plums, feeding chickens.
I remember talking to other apprentices at the time. They're like, your chef has sheeps and you have to take care of them?
If you want to cook, your priority is cooking. Your basic function, 80% of your brain is on food. If this restaurant is busy and you could learn something from this restaurant, you will be here. Maybe that's a hard ass? Probably.
I watched a good transition with Bruno. Late 80s and early 90s, chefs weren't as sharing as they are today. Information wasn't as free-flowing.
He was one of the first ones that kind of, hey, I'm gonna teach you and maybe you'll make it better than me, and if you do, that's a good thing.
He will give you his time, he will give you his opinion, he'll give you his, all of his experience. It's free. You just ask him and he'll share it.
I had young chefs, why? Because I want to learn from them because they are up to date. So that's kind of an ego thing in a way. On the other hand, why does anyone want to be outdated? I think as a cook, you never learn everything. You're still an apprentice, no matter what age.
And some chefs in their career, you know, they stick in 80s, they stick in 70s, they stick in 90s because that's what they do best and they love it. However, he's a different kind of breed. He doesn't believe in repeating what's been done. He always wants something new and exciting.
We always would say that there should be a family tree for the AUBERGE.
The kitchen had an incredible amount of talent come through the doors.
From Michael Noble to Lars Jorgensen to Scott JAEGER, Jennifer Peters, Jeffrey Claudio, Alex Chen, just amazing people that I got to work with that a lot of them would walk in the back door just to come for coffee.
There are so many things I think I learned from Chef. I feel funny even calling him Bruno. It feels really, I'll refer to him that way if there's too many chefs around to just say chef, but usually they know who I mean.
But AUBERGE defined, you know, a huge chunk of his life. It did as well for me. Obviously, I was married there. He's been there for every one of my major events. He's been there, you know, traveled with me for Bocuse. He was one of my coaches, consultants, and he's the one up against the glass with a camera, like Dad, you know, recording the whole incident. I remember him at everything that I've ever done.
He's been a coach for every team that I've been part of. 2002, 2003, 2004, 2008, 2012, and on and on and on.
Talk about the effect that Bruno had on my career. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. It's the impact that he had on my life. I mean, this is a man that helped me buy my first apartment, and by helped me buy my first apartment, I mean he gave me $20,000 loan with no strings attached and co-signed my mortgage. I mean, that's not something everybody does. That's not something that my own parents did for me.
AUBERGE closing, I think Bruno did it in style. He kind of made an announcement. That was it. He was going to end it.
And then as soon as he announced it, we were busy. We were booked solid every night. People coming back saying, how many times can I book before you're done?
The last service, Scott came back, Jen was there, I came back, and was it sad? I suppose so. It was the ending of a chapter, but it was a new beginning as well.
Give me a young guy in a white jacket, even if he's 12 years old and going to a high school, in the kitchen and loving it, well, he's the guy we need to catch.
Chef has always been the one I go back to. When I'm about to make a change or feel that I'm ready to make a change or need to, I always went back to him.
Whenever anybody is unsure, eventually all eyes kind of migrate over to Bruno and we ask him what he thinks.